Back again on the Code Garden YouTube channel. Don't forget to prepare your headset to listen to this novel. And help support this channel by liking and subscribing. And click the bell for the latest update info. Share this story with your friends. Keep listening to this novel. Chapter 4. The entire throne room immediately panicked and looked toward the screaming person. At this time, they saw that the person who became the hero was Mike, who was very good at sports. Hearing that, Mike immediately said arrogantly, "You guys don't have to worry. I will protect all human beings with my hero strength, haha." General Levi immediately stepped forward, patted Mike on the shoulder, and then said with a smile, "Hero, with your ability, we can defeat those demons." Mike immediately said, "I will try hard." Afterwards, the other disciples looked at their work and abilities. Although the other students' work is also great for fighting, it is not as great as the teachers, Zarif and Mike. Finally, it is Alucard's turn to see the work he has. Alucard advanced slowly with great anticipation that he would get a job that was not inferior to the hero. Who is not interested in being strong anyway? Alucard put his hand on the crystal ball, and like the others, the crystal ball immediately glowed, and after a while, the light disappeared. "What?" the wizard in the black robe shouted again this time. "The entire throne room is noisy again. Why is this wizard surprised again? Does this man have a job that is no less powerful than Sage? Or maybe it's at the same level as the hero?" Alucard is also becoming happy because wizards who see their work are only surprised when they see potent jobs such as sages and heroes. Does it also have incredible strength? Just as Alucard thought he also had a great job, the wizard's words immediately resuscitated Alucard as if being thrown with cold water. His job is a god of analysis? What kind of job is this? The witch said strangely. After thinking for a while, a royal minister immediately said, "Maybe it's the same job as the analyst or the analysis master." The whole person in room immediately became noisy again. Many people are talking. What? If it's just the job of an analysis person, then it's completely useless to fight. Isn't that kid also a hero? Why does it have such a useless job to fight at all? The work of an analyzer is the most useless at the moment. Why? Because all monsters or objects in this world have been analyzed and known by the analysts first. Even in the Royal Library, there is much complete information regarding monsters and unique objects. So, the work for an analyst is now almost non-existent. What's the use of having an analysis? You only need to bring a book to find out about a monster or something unknown. The information is not in the book. It seems that this boy is the most useless hero in the history of our kingdom. Enough! The king immediately shouted. Then looked at Alucard condescendingly and said, "Son, since your abilities and work are completely useless, then you don't need to be a hero of this kingdom. You can leave this palace and find another job. We will give you 5 gold coins as a fee for you because of our mistakes so that you came to this world. You can go now." What? Alucard immediately became extremely shocked and felt that the whole world at this time was upside down. The nobles and generals in this kingdom looked at Alucard condescendingly. Alucard's work is too useless anyway. The people who are in this throne room are people who have essential posts in this kingdom. They have such great jobs and abilities that they can serve as crucial people in this kingdom. Therefore, they are looking at Alucard very condescendingly, thinking that Alucard is useless. Just as Alucard was still confused, the male teacher immediately came forward and shouted, "I disagree. Why should you throw away my student just because he is useless? Then if I get hurt in the war and can't fight anymore, wouldn't you guys throw the other disciples and me away too?" After hearing that, the whole disciple also became doubtful. They also learned that if they fought, they might be severely injured and couldn't fight anymore. Wouldn't they also be thrown away by the kingdom at that time? The king immediately said, I am not throwing this disciple away, but I am doing this for his good. If this disciple with no fighting power participates in the war against demons, wouldn't he die? Fighting a cruel demon is only a way to death without the ability to fight. So, I allow your disciples to live peacefully in the kingdom without the need to fight against the devil. Therefore, I also gave it 5 gold coins, a considerable amount. You know what? The currency in this world is 100 bronze coins equal to a silver coin, 100 silver coins equal to a gold coin, 100 gold coins equal to a black gold coin, and 100 black gold coins equal to a large gold coin. So, I gave it 5 gold coins, which are enough for your apprentice without worrying because of the lack of money for 5 years. With 5 years, you may have defeated the demon king so you can return to your world. Hearing that, the male teacher and the whole disciple nodded. After all, Alucard does not have the ability and work to fight, so if Alucard goes to war, likely that Alucard will only die. Seeing that everyone had already agreed, the king immediately shouted, Guard, take this kid away. Give him 5 gold coins to survive. Yes, replied several guards standing by the door and approaching Alucard. The male teacher immediately patted Alucard on the shoulder and said, You don't have to worry and live well in the capital of Alucard. The teacher and the other students will defeat the demons quickly, and we will be able to return soon. If you are short of money, then you can come to see the father. You will also look for yourself to see how you are doing later, so you don't have to worry. If there are any difficulties, then you can see the father. Alucard was speechless by the kindness of this teacher of his. This male teacher is a teacher who is notoriously cruel enough in school if the students interfere with his studies. But it turns out that behind the cruelty, this male teacher is so kind that he cares about his students even though this is another world, and he shouldn't be their teacher anymore. But he still tried to protect them. Alucard bowed slightly towards the male teacher and said, Thank you, sir. But you don't have to worry, and I will try to live well in this world. When you see me later, maybe I am already a rich man in this kingdom. Seeing Alucard's self-confidence, the male teacher immediately smiled, patted Alucard on the shoulder again, and said, I believe you definitely can. You can also help the other disciples at that time without joining the fight. After Alucard bowed slightly, Alucard immediately left with the bodyguards of the throne room. The nobles and generals in the room still looked at Alucard contemptuously. The male master and the other disciples still did not know that the king they hadn't seen immediately showed some movements in secret for the bodyguards carrying Alucard. The guards immediately understood the meaning of the king's move, which was to kill Alucard by throwing him into the Abyss Labyrinth, the top 10 of the strongest mazes in the kingdom. Then, the prominent uniqueness of the Abyss Labyrinth compared to other labyrinths is that everyone who falls into the Abyss maze cannot return. At least for now, no one has successfully returned from the Abyss maze.